start off with a little bit of Monday mobility. So I figured that Monday's a good day to kind of break down what I normally do, not only before I work out, but even on my recovery days. I'm pretty much doing this whole little sequence of moves every day. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna start off with our neck. We're gonna go up, starting up at the top of our head, going all the way down to the bottom of our feet. Okay, so you'll kind of get a little bit mobility in every joint that you have here. Okay, so we're gonna start off with neck. Just kind of tucking that chin, bringing that head all the way back. And we're gonna do 3 repetitions for each move, okay? All right, like I said, kind of use this as a tool for my mobility in the beginning of each one of my workouts or on my recovery days. Okay, then we're gonna check the blind spots, looking over the shoulder, making sure that our neck is nice and loose. And I also use this as a checkpoint to kind of go through each one of my joints and my muscles just to make sure that everything is working properly. If I'm feeling a little bit tight in certain areas or feeling a little bit loose, I might hang out in that area, you know, a little bit longer, but just using it to kind of wake my body up as well. All right, and get those connections firing. Okay, with our cat-cow, we're gonna wanna make sure that we're getting a nice big stretch up top. Okay, kind of getting a stretch all along our spine, and then dipping that down, retracting our shoulder blades, bringing that all back up, okay? Then we're gonna rock back onto our heels a little bit. I like to kind of tuck the toes underneath just to get a little bit of an arch stretch on that as well. Leaning back helps me to get the rotation coming from my T-spine and not my lumbar spine, okay? So making it sure that I'm going through that full range of motion each time, okay? Setting that hand down, same thing on the other side. A lot of that rotation is coming from up top, okay? Pulling that elbow back up at the top portion. There we go, setting those hands down, and then we'll take it into down dog, okay? Really getting that entire posterior chain, and I like to keep everything dynamic, okay? So we're not holding a stretch for too long, but we are kind of feeling that stretch and kind of going into it through that full range of motion, okay? All right, then we'll end with a little bit of hip rock after those ones. That's it. We're gonna set up in a plank position and then go into our greatest stretch, all right? So with this, we're gonna bring that leg up and then just take our foot right next to the side of our hand, all right? And so setting that up right there, you can drop the back knee if you need to, and then we're just gonna drop that elbow, rotate up. You should be feeling this on the outside of the hip, okay? Even on the inner part of your hip a little bit as well. Then we're gonna set that hand down and rotate out, okay? So we'll rotate that opposite side, pivoting that back foot, okay? And then we'll shift it over, going to the opposite side, bringing that leg up, setting that hand down. And you can always set that back knee down if you need to, dropping the elbow, rotating up. And with this one, as I said earlier, just take it through all of your, as much range of motion as you can. All right, the mobility that we do here is just gonna happen gradually, right? I don't want you to force any stretches. I don't want you to force your body into